Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams coming in with 2 game-winning streaks on the line, so we know one will come to an end today. It's the Raiders going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Flush through, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey, and he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On second down, here's Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. To throw is Wentz. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Carr. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Wentz to throw on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On play action, it's Wentz. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Working from the gun. Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a touch?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Going up top. Oh, some strong running. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 29. And now here come the Raiders. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. The play clock's running down. Carr now on first down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third and long. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They run with Pumphrey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. On the run, it's Pumphrey. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Raiders have got him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that point.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Able to fight through one tackle, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Wentz. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wentz now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. And the back goes into motion. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they